Well, it's a Sunday morning and it's raining like cats and dogs out there. I guess we'll just have to hang out in the garage today and build something. Have you ever needed to glue up some miters? You know, you rip the 45-degree angle on a long piece of plywood and you want to match it up with another 45-degree angle on another long piece of plywood because you don't want the nasty plywood edge showing? Let me show you a real easy trick to do a really nice job. Come on, let's go. Good morning. We're in the shop today and I'm gluing up some miter joints for a project I'm working on. It's just some 1/2-inch plywood with a 45-degree angle miter. And you know, gluing up a miter can be a little bit tricky if you're not sure what you're doing, but to get a good miter I've got a real simple trick I'm going to show you guys. It's a no clamp glue up. Just take your miters so they're facing down and they're tied up to each other. I take some painter's tape and I'll make sure I'm flush at my ends, and I'll typically start at one end and work my way down by just making sure that those miters are really close together and tight. So, and flush. Just like that all the way down the piece, and I'll usually just go in about every 12 inches or so. I'll put a piece of tape, making sure my miter is tight. And then I'll run another piece of painter's tape the full length of the miter. We'll do the same here. What I like about this method is there's absolutely no need for clamps when you're gluing up a nice miter joint like this. And I'll show you the finished product. It's really quite amazing what the tape does. It just brings it right together, keeps it perfectly lined up. And it actually creates a little bit of pressure when you pinch the back side together. So just like that, it's taped together, and I'll just give it a little crease to start with and throw your glue on. I make my columns the same way. If I have a 4-sided column or even an 8-sided column, I'll glue this up the same way. And just carefully bring that miter up into position. You see I have a lot of squeeze out, and that's fine. I want to make sure that miter is right, or it's got plenty of glue in it, because it is, in functionality, it's an end grain glue up. So the more glue the better. And then I'll bring my other side together. To clamp this, I'm just going to run another piece of painter's tape across it, about every foot. And now all we have to do is wait. Alright, our glue up's dry, so I'm going to take it out and show you guys what it looks like. So you can see with the miter joints glued together, we still have just a little bit of spacing right here, and that's not untypical even when using strong clamps. Let me show you a little trick for making that look good. Just take a piece of sandpaper and very lightly go across the edge of it to knock off any burrs. And then either using a screwdriver or a hard surface, you want to start at one corner and push down on it, very lightly push down as you move across it, and that'll bring the corner together. And then again, light sanding. and you have an invisible joint.